welcome to the morning tea. Happy Tequila Tuesday and happy September, might I add.
Ooh.
I can't believe we're already in September. Of course, I'm Alex Schiffman, and I am joined by my wonderful co-hosts. Introduce yourself to those that are new here.
Hello. Good morning. I am Courtney Revolution. Welcome to the morning tea. I'm doing good today, Alex. How are you doing today on this beautiful Tequila Tuesday? Wanted to give a little pop girl movement. Pop, pop.
Honestly, I definitely need that pop on this Tequila Tuesday. It's just settling in that we are in September. It feels like this year is flying by, and what a year it's been. I mean, I don't even know what's going on, but I am just ready to be here and spill some tea because, of course, if you haven't noticed, Tea Tribe, we have some exciting Selena news. So make sure you get those crowns in the chat if you're excited for our OMT today because we have a lot to talk about. Courtney, how are you doing? How was your Monday evening?
My Monday evening was really, really good and eventful, but not eventful all at once. All I did was I did watch Verzuz, which I know we're gonna get into later, y'all. Y'all want to get into all of that? Brandy and Monica, don't even worry, because we're gonna get into that. But something that I want to complain about today. Welcome to Courtney's Complaint Corner. Alex Schiffman. Now I know you told me that Miss Bethany was not coming back to Real Housewives of New York, right? Now I done finished season 4, maybe. And I done clicked on to the next season, Alex, and everybody gone. Everybody is gone. It's like Aviva, somebody else, and then it's like Luann and Ramona are left. What happened to the whole cast?
So around that time, they did like a full swipe of the cast, rebrand, brought in some new blood, but don't worry. Stick around for a few more seasons. The OGs come back, and you'll be happy again.
Okay.
They threw in some other, but it gets better because some of your favorites may be gone, but wait till you have the new ones come in. I don't know exactly what season 5 brings, but let me just tell you, you're going to be happy. And then they're going to go away, and then Bethany will be back. Bethany comes and goes. Little spoiler. But
okay, no, that's fine. That's a good spoiler because Bethany was the reason why I made it through the whole first season. So I need Bethany to come back, and now I'm feeling like, girl, well, I need Miss Jill. Where is Miss Jill? I need Miss Jill.
Oh yeah, there's a lot of drama with that. Oh, I feel like you're my little child that I want to just like coddle through seasons because like you don't even know what's about to happen. So stay around because it gets good. It gets good. And then speaking of Housewives of New York, I mean, this season is the best. The reunion's around the corner, but you're not up to date, so we can't get into that. But of course, you know, Dorinda, who you haven't even met yet, is already gone. So
the girl, it's rumored that she might come back. I didn't read the article because I didn't want no spoilers, but as I was scrolling by, you know, it's speculating that Bravo may bring them back. Do you think yes or no? Was she Alex? How drunk was she?
Dorinda brought, I mean, I agree that, you know, at times with a little too much alcohol, she got a little crazy, but, you know, a lot of people got a little crazy. But I do think she added so much. She does have a good heart, and there was a lot that she brought to the cast that they're going to miss for sure. She's funny. You would like her. I think you would really like Dorinda. So I'm going to let you watch. We'll put a pause on this convo, and then we'll come back to it when you're up to date, okay?
Okay, perfect. I'm ready, girl.
But Tea Tribe, if you're just joining us, of course, we love to hear where are you watching from today on this Tequila Tuesday. Let us know in the chat. We love to hear about it. Courtney, we have a great show today. Of course, you brought up Brandy versus Monica. We're going to talk about this epic battle that people can't stop talking about because it was that good. Then we're talking about our K-pop faves, BTS. Their song Dynamite tops U.S. sale charts. I mean, they're still killing it. They're taking over the U.S. and they're not going anywhere. Then Mariah Carey opens up. This is some crazy news that Ellen kind of outed her pregnancy in like a segment on the show. And it was really, really emotional for her. So we'll touch on that. Then Tekashi 6ix9ine betrays Megan Thee Stallion. He's considering releasing a track with Tory Lanez. Of course, I know you mentioned before we went live that he's had a collab with Tory, so this isn't that surprising. But a lot of people are not happy with this. Then Camila Cabello is sharing some thoughts on her anxiety, and fans are concerned, despite this hopeful post, that maybe she's going through something. Maybe it has to do with the breakup. So we'll break that down, speaking of breaking. And then Niecy Nash broke some news. She married Jessica Betts and comes out in a beautiful, beautiful celebration. We're going to talk about that exciting news. Then in our couples Thera-Tea, Haley is revealing her most annoying, or Justin's most annoying quality. And you won't believe what it is, because this is just funny. If you haven't heard this yet, Tea Tribe, stick around for that. Then some new baby news uncovered about Gigi and Zayn. This news is weird. Fans are trying to figure out when they conceived the baby. They're getting really into it. So we'll talk about that. And then for our Car Jenner Tea Time, Kim is urging fans to vote. She's using her social media to promote police reform. Kim the lawyer is back and better than ever. So we'll get into that news. Then Scott and Courtney aren't going to happen, right? We talk about this all the time. But, we're still talking about it. Are they going to happen? Are they not? They're seen out multiple times. They're co-parenting. They're doing, everything they should be doing, spending a lot of time together, but people just want to know what's going on with the relationship. They can't get over it. And then Drake and Kanye, this decade-long fight may be over. We got a little tease from one of Drake's producers. So we'll speculate about that. And then, of course, our OMT story of the day, Selena Gomez reveals rare beauty products, but it's not out till Thursday, but we still have the website up. So we're going to get into that and what that all means. So this is a good Tequila Tuesday, right, Courtney? This tea is piping hot. Yeah, this is going to be a good
one. Just the fact that it comes right after Brandy and Monica, girl, it's going to be hot.
Right? Okay, I'm looking in the chat. We have some people from Wisconsin watching, Wabash, Indiana. I'm from India. Sharuti is saying, I love watching you guys. Shout out to you. Thanks for watching. Yes, cheers to Selena Gomez, Shelly. And then we got our girl Mika in Nebraska. So let's do a little 5, 6, 7, 8.
Miss Mika, nice to meet ya. Miss Mika, she on fleeka. Miss Mika, she loves the tia. And we see ya. Miss Mika, go Mika, go Mika. Go Mika. Tequila Tuesday. To our girl Mika and everyone who sang and danced along. We love you, Mika.
Yes. Good morning to Mika, and good morning to everyone else watching in the Tea Tribe from Chicago, Toronto, Slovakia, Chicago. Oh, we got Alexis in California. Hello. You're one of our peeps. Detroit, Algeria, watching from France. Gabby, you're joking. She's still in Cali today. Listen, sometimes, I feel Italian every day, but sometimes I feel a little French when I have, a baguette and some...
Baguettes and berets, girl. That's your brand name, girl. You gonna open up the cafe, girl? Yes, I'm ready.
A little beret, a barrette, and a baguette. I mean, we could go on forever. But
actress and businesswoman. Bam.
Exactly. All right. I think it's about that time to pour up that hot water and spill this tea. Courtney, are we doing watermelon mint or are we doing a green tea?
Green today because we have much to get into. So I need to make sure my brain is focused, Alex.
Exactly. Cheers to that. You know what I just noticed? All I have is my tequila. So cheers to everything being this shot that I'm going to take later on in the show. We got a lot of stuff. All right.
Ma'am.
It's about that time. If you're just joining us or you missed it, of course, this is the segment where we talk about all the trending news that you may have missed overnight. First up, Courtney, let's talk about this Brandy versus Monica. I mean, this live stream broke records. So last night, the newest installment of the Verzuz battle was Brandy and Monica. They were in Atlanta, and it was the first time they had been in the same room in 8 years. Monica paid tribute, of course, I think they both did at the beginning of it, to Chadwick Boseman, and then Monica then let Brandy go first. But before she began, Democratic vice presidential nominee Kamala Harris appeared on the screen and said she was looking forward to the event and wanted the audience to vote. So that was pretty cool, having a little cameo from her. I think also Michelle Obama was in the comments. I mean, there were a lot of celebrities that chimed in and were commenting. So it was really, really cool that like the entire world was involved in this epic battle. So Brandy's song was What About Us, bringing it back. Monica followed with Everything to Me. And it just seemed that anything negative between Brandy and Monica seemed to be gone. Courtney, I know you checked it out. Do you think the beef is over? How do you feel about this?
Here's the thing. I was very excited for this. This is like something that I've been waiting for since I was just a little gay boy in the closet in the 90s, singing The Boy Is Mine. And my friends would be like, the girl is mine. And I'm like, imagine. I'm such a mess. The actual battle itself was good. Now, I know that there are lots of comments on the chemistry between Brandy and Monica, and I would like to attempt to try to explain, y'all.
Okay.
Brandy and Monica they're just two very different women, Alex. Monica reminds me so much of myself. Monica just don't play. She just don't play. She's chilling.
Right.
She's just real. Like, she's just that, round the way. A Monica. She's very chill. Exactly. Brandy's a little bit different. Brandy, I want to say, is colorful. She's a little shady. She was taking her little jabs here and there, but all in all, it was good. Huh?
There's more diva to her.
Yeah, I would say she's just a little bit. She's extra, but in a good way, and it was nice to see them interact. In terms of, to build off of that, I just want to say that although there was a lot of commentary on, ooh, the beef is not really over, or like, ooh, did you see how Monica looked at Brandy when she said this, or ooh, is Brandy continuously poking at Monica to get her to sing live? At the end of it all, Ray J posted a video, and I believe Leo had hit like sort of like a beef of them genuinely showing that that women power. Like, it was so good to just see two powerful women that I grew up with really just doing it for the culture. And I love that Brandy wore the old throwback Monica shoes. If y'all see that.
Yes. I think, it's great to see this kind of like nostalgic moment, but also show the growth that like, listen, we're better than that. We're two powerful women supporting each other. So I love that they kind of brought it for full circle and brought it to like 2020. Like, this is how we act, we support each other. They also before they left the room, they said to be on a lookout for a concert. So what do you think about that, Courtney? You think there's going to be a Brandy Monica concert?
I want to say, Alex, throughout the show, Brandy kept making these like comments about like them going on tour, like them working together, and Monica was very much giving, girl, we just got cool 30 minutes before this. Like, we are not about to be going on tour. It was like that kind of playful energy. So like, I would pay. A virtual concert, I mean, I ain't going out, girl. But virtual concert, girl, to open up the laptop, girl, they could get my 15 for that, because Verzuz was good. But in terms of them going on tour, I could see it happening. What I would prefer is a reality television show where Brandy and Monica travel the country in a car, and they can't leave the vehicle. That's what I want. And if you saw Verzuz, y'all know that that's the TV hit right there.
like Paris Hilton and Nicole Richie. Like let's just bring that, right? Simple Life. Let's just bring Brandy and Monica into the Simple Life or something along those lines. I think that would be great. They are so different. And but it was nice to see it happen. So do you have a winner though? Who do you think won?
Okay. I've been preparing for this because, I'm not media trained, Alex. So I didn't want to, ruffle any feathers. Truthfully, the winner of Verzuz was us. Because Monica didn't even want to do it. So the fact that Brandy was able to get Monica to do it, and also Alex, I think I said on the show, like, they might be doing it just to promote something. Do y'all remember me saying that?
Right.
Why
Yeah.
Monica dropped her new song in the middle of the verses? I told y'all, Brandy's album just came out like a month ago, and Monica dropped her brand new song like right in the middle of the show. So listen, we won.
Get those crystal balls in the chat because Courtney is back and he is seeing the future. It's not happen. I mean, yeah, you know, we knew that there was some promotion, like we talked about yesterday. We never know why it's happening when it's announced, but then it comes full circle and we realize, oh, there was an extra point to this.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, you know, exciting that there's new music, and it was a great show. I'm happy they did it. And I look forward to more Verzuz. This is cool that they do this.
I was going to say, Alex, who is your, and also T-Tribe, this is what I wanted to say to y'all. Who is y'all dream Verzuz? Because we already know that at some point, ABC or like CBS or one of these networks is going to like take the concept and call it like Celeb Battle. And then we're going to get like NSYNC, Backstreet Boys, and like Good Charlotte and Fall Out Boy and all of that. So who do y'all want in your dream Verzuz? Who's yours, Alex?
I mean, I think I want, you know, I want to take all the beefs that we know about, like, you know, the NSYNC, Backstreet Boys, the, you know, the old school, the Britney, Christina, like, let's throw everyone in it and just pair up against each other. You know, maybe like, dare I say, like, you know, Mariah, and we're going to talk about Mariah on the show, but Nicki, remember they had like a little beef on American Idol? Like, what if we put them together? Like, just like the things that make us uncomfortable, watch it.
Yeah, it was good for TV, but it's not. I want it to be closer in genre, right? So what if it was like Maya and Ashanti?
Yes,
like that would be good because a lot of the girls want J-Lo and Ashanti, and that's not. We need Maya and Ashanti, Mandy Moore and Jessica Simpson.
Yes,
like those like you know what I mean? Like we need like Dream and let me not. I'm about to be actually pull out the old girl groups. We need Dream and Play. We need Sub 7 and Spice Girls. Like there's so many. Let me stop, y'all.
Right. Honestly, it should just be called like beef battles, and let's right. I don't know. Maybe that's getting a little weird because we're bringing some food. It could be a food name on the Food Network too. You know, we're just producing new shows. I mean, that's what we do here. We got A New Simple Life 2020 with Brandy and Monica. And now we have beef battles. But anyway, moving on from that, let's talk about another group that is just taking over the world. BTS, topping US sale charts. Their new single Dynamite literally sold more units than the rest of the ranking combined. Billboard, of course, tracks the last 7 days. BTS's first single was sung entirely in English originally, and the 3 of BTS's albums have hit #1 on Billboard's album charts, but this is their first Hot 100 top single. And then, of course, BTS and Blackpink have been making huge strides into the American market for the past few years, really. Do you think, I know we've spoken about this on the show before, but is K-pop here to stay? Like, have they fully, you know, transformed into the mainstream and they're just gonna take over? How do you feel about it, Courtney?
I definitely think that there's a wave that has been building over the past decade. I think the true yes will come from if and when BTS get this Grammy. We'll know for sure. If the Grammys allow BTS to have that moment, which they definitely have been owed this moment for years, Alex, BTS and other K-pop groups, then it definitely will be time. We'll see Ari Pink, girl, next week after the Grammys, girl. I want that to happen. BTS needs to get the Grammy. It's time.
I agree. I think, you know, they've done a few collabs. It was Halsey and BTS. Then it was, you know, Blackpink and Selena. So they are still, you know, they've collabed with mainstream artists, and I think that they've kind of proven themselves. You know, they've made a statement. And so now, like you said, it's time for them to get a Grammy or take it to that next level, be recognized by, you know, the Academy and all of that, the Recording Academy. Well, until we wait for BTS to get a Grammy, let's move on to this kind of difficult Mariah news that we just heard. So Mariah Carey opened up about her negative experience with Ellen, who forced her to reveal her pregnancy before she was ready. Of course, Ellen has been under fire over, the past month, I'd say, for everything going on with the toxic work environment behind scenes. But I guess, in front of the camera happened as well. So Ellen peer pressured Mariah to confirm rumors that she was expecting by daring her to drink champagne in front of the audience. When Mariah awkwardly took a fake sip, Ellen screamed in delight, "You are pregnant." Take a look at the clip right now so you can see it.
Is it really?
Yeah, you want to taste it?
I can't believe you did this to me, Ellen.
What? No,
Are you trying
I'm
to
not
just...
going to ask you if you're pregnant or
This
not.
is peer pressure. Do you see what Ellen is doing? This is peer pressure.
No. Let's toast to you not being pregnant. If you're not pregnant, then we should...
Oh, my goodness.
Oh, my God. That's a mess.
Right. So, but what makes this especially Courtney, is that the pregnancy actually resulted in a miscarriage not that long after. So this whole process, this kind of, yeah. Okay, Ellen was making a joke, but it's not something to take lightly. Obviously, this was very emotional for Mariah. So, I mean, in light of all the recent controversy surrounding Ellen, do you still want to see her, on her show? Do you think that, her time is over? How do you feel, Courtney?
Alex, I want to say this. First of all, miscarriages are absolutely awful. Growing up, I had no idea what miscarriages did for women mentally and emotionally. So if you're watching, you've ever lost a child and you're feeling a little like, in the chest, we're here for you and we are supportive of that in your journey. My thing is this. I don't think that Ellen was doing it to be mean. Like, she obviously didn't know that Mariah Carey had a miscarriage. So I don't think that she was like trying to be like, I'm trying to harm your unborn child. It just looked awful in hindsight. Not defending Ellen at all. I'm just saying the fact of it is Ellen didn't know that this was going to happen. It just is really awful that after, which it is after, we found out, right, Alex? After Mariah Carey unfortunately had a miscarriage.
Yeah, I agree. I think that, part of Ellen's humor or the way she, does segments is making people uncomfortable. She also does that famous scare tactic, hides in the bathroom. She's done it to Taylor. She's done it to many different celebrities. So I think her intentions were not, to be evil, so to speak. But like you said, in hindsight, this just looks really bad. And
I'm glad Mariah Carey spoke out, Alex.
Yeah.
Because Sofia Vergara was like, she wasn't making fun of me. Remember that? That like just happened.
Right. I feel like everyone takes jokes differently, deals with humor. Mariah was obviously very affected by this. And maybe, she finally got the courage to speak out about it in light of everything going on. But like you said, there's a lot more to this story, considering that the pregnancy resulted in a devastating, miscarriage. It's not something that is easy to deal with in general. So having to go through this was probably very embarrassing for her. So I feel for her, and it's just unfortunate, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Let us know. Sorry, Courtney, what did you say?
No, you go for it.
Oh, I was just, posing the question to the Tea Tribe. Are you still going to watch Ellen? Do you still want to see her on her show? How do you feel at this point with everything that's come out?
I feel like if she does continue to stay on the show, she's definitely going to have to reproduce how she gets those exclusives, because I don't watch Ellen like that. But when I do check out the clips, it does always seem like Ellen is trying to sort of like get the tea, but in like a comedic or like kind of like a way like that. So I don't think that Ellen was trying to be evil about it. It was just part of the brand of the show. It just absolutely blew up in her face afterward, unfortunately.
Right. And we've seen other talk show hosts. I've seen Jimmy Fallon, Jimmy Kimmel have done similar things. Not to this extent, but where they're trying to, play with the celebrity that hasn't announced their new album or a new relationship. Like, this has happened before. So, but this just had a whole nother layer that we unfortunately, and I don't think Ellen knew about as well. Not defending her at all, just that I don't think the intention was necessarily evil. It's just really, really bad timing at this point. But speaking of bad timing, yes?
Can I just ease the tension just a pinch and respond to a comment in the chat? Emmanuel says, I missed the Wendy Williams show. Emmanuel, yesterday, for those of y'all that know, Norman posted, the Wendy show is coming back. No worries. We're saved, everyone. Auntie's coming back. I'm ready. Okay, sorry, Alex. Answer that because I feel you, Emmanuel. I feel you. I feel you on that.
Right? I love Norman. Norman is part of the show. And I'm going to hear that because I also love Wendy. And we need some of the Wendy hot topic mess reaction right now.
Yes.
Speaking of a mess, let's get into this Tekashi 6ix9ine news because a lot of people are angry he's betraying Megan Thee Stallion because he's considering releasing a track with Tory Lanez. So Tekashi took to social media to poll fans as to whether he should include a previously unreleased track with Tory on his upcoming album, Tattletales. Tattletales is set to release this Friday. Do you think it's appropriate to show support for Tory after everything that's going on with Megan and yes?
Sorry, I thought my thing lagged, so I thought you had stopped talking. I'm sorry. I did just want to say that I'm realizing as you're telling the story that Daniel was trolling another rapper last week. Like he had spent the entire week trolling this rapper and fighting with this rapper and hanging out outside. I believe, don't quote me, the rapper's deceased cousin. Like it was like a whole entire thing where he was really like doing the most to try to get the attention of this rapper and gain eyes on him for the album. And mine didn't exactly have the same impact of, say, potentially having a pregnant Nicki Minaj on your video set. So now it seems like he's just moved on to trying to get people to forget that happened last week. And now, we have Tory Lanez, who's a kind of a hotter topic, joining the fray. Now, if y'all have heard 6ix9ine's album, which I know y'all haven't, he had Tory Lanez on his first album. So that's a surprise to me. They've already had a relationship prior to this. But I do understand how troll definitely attention. It's going to be positive attention, but it is going to be attention. And for those curious, we'll stream the album when it comes out. It doesn't have to be us, but there will be people that will listen based off of that, just to check it out.
Right. I see Selena in the chat saying, I don't know who's supporting 6ix9ine because it couldn't be me. TJ saying, oh my God, people are still messing with that snitch. I think that, of course.
The snitch conversation not do that today.
Right. I hear you, though. I think, of course, he's promoting his album Friday. This will bring attention to it. Do I think right now it's a little bad taste to be kind of polling fans on whether he should release this? Yes. I think also that this is part of Tekashi's brand. He's kind of, above the haters. He will do whatever he feels is right. And so I don't think Tekashi really cares, but I do think it could be potentially just leading press, good or bad, to his upcoming album release. But it's all just messy. But like you said, he's done it.
That's what a troll do, girl. He's doing his job, girl.
Right, exactly. All right, well, let's move on to this Camila news because Camila Cabello is opening up about her struggles with anxiety, revealing she was incredibly nervous and socially anxious as a child. She posted recently about how we can't control everything, but we can control what we do today, tomorrow, and so forth. So if you didn't catch this, she posted this on her Instagram. Fans are concerned and wondering about her relationship with Sean. People have speculated that the two have broken up, but sources have said that the two are just spending time apart at the moment. Do we think that this kind of conversation she brought to her social media has anything to do with Sean, or do you think the relationship has finally run its course, or do you think this has nothing to do with her and Sean at all?
Maybe it has something to do with her and Yawn. I don't know. Do we think that Camila's gonna sing about her anxiety on the album? Should it come soon?
I think that her album should come soon. I think that she will speak about this. I know that, Camila has opened up, like, that she was very shy as a child. And so this is not really a surprise that she's speaking about her anxiety and all of that. But I do think that right next to this video, she's, promoting justice and other things. So I don't know if this necessarily has to do just with Sean and the breakup. I'm sure that has something to do with it, but I also think there's a lot of people have anxiety at this moment, not just as a child, but currently in this climate. We're feeling unsure, we're feeling unsafe. We don't know what the future is going to bring. So I think it's very relatable and understandable that anyone's feeling anxiety at this moment. And, at the end of the day, wish her to feel well. And I don't necessarily think that this is just specifically about Sean, in my opinion.
Alex, I'm gonna ask you. Do you think that this Camila Cabello Cinderella movie is going to do well with Billy Porter in it also as well?
Yes, I do, because probably, Billy Porter's the fairy godmother. I mean, that's going to be iconic, just have that new flair to it. Also, I think we've mentioned on the show, like, Camila's re-recording Single Ladies, which people are going to have a lot of thoughts about that. But I think there's a lot of just hype around it in general. So people are going to tune in and then make our opinion after we watch it, as we always do. Right, Courtney?
Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to go and support that. And y'all know why. I ain't even going to get into that. But I am curious to see how it does at the box office. Truthfully, because I haven't heard it make no noise. It didn't make a splash the way that Halle Bailey made when she said she was going to be Ariel, both positive and negative. It just was sort of like Camila Cinderella, and it was like mute. And then it was like Billy Porter's in it, and everyone was like, ah, we love us some Billy. So I wonder if at around the time that the movie drops, I wonder if Camila will do something attempt by part of her image before that movie is released. Right. I'm curious. I wonder what that action will be. Maybe her and Sean will break up right before the movie comes out. Watch. Something gonna happen.
Yeah. Music lovers saying, no, we are sick of the Cinderella remakes. Yeah, maybe that's why it didn't get, a lot of hype, because there already was a live action Cinderella remake. So that could be to it. Karina says, not for Camila, but love me some. So
we got Brandy and Whitney Houston, girl. Y'all better put in your VHS tape today.
Yes. Yeah, we've had a lot of remakes. So, but until we see the Cinderella remake, I guess we'll just speculate how it's going to do, because that's what we're here to do. But let's move on to our Thera-Tea, because we have some good and exciting couples news today. First up, we are talking about Niecy Nash marrying Jessica Betts and coming out in a beautiful, beautiful celebration. So Niecy comes out as bisexual and shares a pic of herself and Jessica on Instagram stories, writing #plot twist. So prior to the wedding news, the couple kept their relationship and engagement out of the spotlight, so no one really knew this was going on. Niecy, of course, was previously married to Jay Tucker. They got married in 2011. They just finalized their divorce in June. Before that, she was married to Don Nash from 1994 to 2007. Niecy credits therapy for allowing her to get where she is today. Does this kind of show that it's never too late to show your own truth? Are you happy for Niecy?
I'm very happy. Listen, if I could have popped out of the cake with a brassiere on at the wedding, I absolutely would have. It was like just the most delightful, surprising news. Like, do you understand how Black people, not to make everything about race, y'all, but we about to understand how hard this year has been for Black people, Alex? Like, for real, it has been exhausting on every single plane, emotionally, mentally, for those of y'all that are still out working, essential workers, physically. And how beautiful it was, Alex, to simply open up my phone and see a good piece of Black people news. And then on top of that, it's the LGBTQ plus news on top of that. So shout out to Niecy Nash. I love Claus. My friend Evan was on it. And I just feel like she deserves this. You deserve to be happy. And I feel like good people deserve to be loved. So shout out to Niecy Nash, especially after that divorce, girl. Come on. Yes.
I agree. I think this news was beautiful. It was so heartwarming. And I love that they kind of kept their relationship private. And then she came out proud and married. And it was just like, it could shut up anyone that disagreed. It was like, it happened, and we're here, and we're happy, and we're proud, and so I love it. So congrats to her, and I'm just really happy that she has, her truth is out, and she's just doing well. But speaking of some truth that Hailey Bieber has brought out, she's revealing Justin's most annoying quality. So Hailey, in an interview, was talking about skincare. She said, quote, "I'm obsessed with skincare. My mom and my grandma taught me a ton about skincare growing up. So when I had the time in quarantine, I was doing dermatology courses and reading all these books about our skin." Hailey has taught Justin about taking care of his skin, who used to suffer from severe acne. She gives her tips and the products she uses. If you guys saw their Facebook Watch series, the Biebers, there's a part in one of the episodes where she kind of like puts the skincare on him. They talk about this a bit. So, of course, Hailey is a model, and skincare is very important to her and many women in general. So, but listen to this. Hailey said she is annoyed by one quality of Bieber, and it's not his skin. She said, quote, "My husband actually has way longer lashes than I do, and I get really annoyed." Oh, here we go. A little close up of that kiss.
Oh.
While we are happy to hear that the couple is getting along, is it exhausting to have to, get Justin to grow up? Hailey's giving him skincare tips, and do we think that Hailey's like raising Justin, so to speak?
Alex, all Hailey got to do is get some eyelash extensions. No, she had to go and tell the magazine that she's mad that Justin was born with some longer eyelashes. Girl, buy some. You rich. I don't think it sounds like she's parenting him. We actually ran a story last year about Justin's pimples, and everyone was upset, Alex. So I'm glad that Hailey obviously saw that episode of The Morning Tea, and she decided, you know what? I'm going to get my man's skin together. Can't confirm that she cleaned the boudoir, y'all, but we can confirm that she is at least washing his face. So clap for the heavyweight champ, Hailey. Come on, Hailers. If you're in the chat, I haven't done that in a long time. Hailers, if you're here, hail Hailey. And you know what? Go off. I would rather Justin have a clean face than have to sit here and discuss his pimples. So, hey, go off. I just don't understand watching the eyelashes. Go off.
I don't think she's necessarily raising him. Hailey is just as young. They're growing together. It's part of being in a relationship, and loving someone is giving them skincare tips and taking care of issues you have personally and together. So I think it's funny that she is annoyed at his lashes because, yes, she can get a little eyelash extension. I love a little good eyelash extension. She can wear strips. There's individuals. There's a way to make it better. But, you know, I do understand that nothing is better than natural. And if you could have naturally long lashes, that is something I think anyone or most people would love to have. But
Alex, I have a question.
Yeah.
How do you feel about Haley not doing nothing? Because this seems to be the running theme between all of the fan bases, is they feel as though Haley married Justin, and so she has to have a career now. She has to have something else to talk about besides her husband that she chose to marry. Do you think that Haley needs to have a career? Because I feel like if I married Justin Bieber and I'm already rich and now I'm double rich, I would not work and I would talk about my husband every day too. Do you think that she needs to hit a runway? I mean, she can't even do nothing right now, really. So what dream career would y'all like Haley to have? Since she's not doing anything.
You know, at the end of the day, Haley does have a career. Haley is a model. And, you know, even though she's not maybe doing any work currently, she does have her own career. And she's been vocal about being interested in acting as well. I don't think Haley has to do anything she doesn't want to do. But at the end of the day, she does have a career. So whoever says she doesn't is just not true. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I agree. I want to end on this, Alex, just because y'all didn't know Haley before Justin doesn't mean that she wasn't doing anything before. I'm also there with y'all in terms of not knowing her. I didn't know who Haley Bieber was until she showed up in that ugly gold dress with Shawn Mendes. So I feel y'all on that, but Haley she doesn't have to do anything. She's rich.
Jasmina in the chat is saying a lot of guys have longer lashes than ladies because they don't tug on their lashes and use products on them like mascara. So guys often get beautiful natural eyelashes. Good point. You know, some of these products may not be good for us, but we're going to get to a product that is good for us in just a minute. So let's get through the rest of the tea so we can talk about our girl Selena. So listen to this new baby news that's uncovered about Gigi and Zayn. Gigi announced, of course, a baby was on the way at the end of April. She continued to spill some major tea on social media about the pregnancy. We know she's having a girl. The next bit of information has sparked some other TMI speculation. So the baby is due in September. And so we're just weeks away because it's September 1st for those that have just arrived. So fans are trying to figure out when she's conceived the baby. One fan did some math to figure out when the baby was conceived and came up with Zayn's birthday, January 12th. However, that math does not match up with the baby's due date in September, so we don't know if that's true, but that would make a lot of sense if they conceived on Zayn's birthday. I mean, makes total sense. But this is just weird, right, Courtney? Like, why are people trying to figure out when the baby was conceived?
Because they're weird and gross. Who cares? Like, y'all are weird. I think that the pandemic has definitely kept the stands on their phones longer than usual. And y'all, sometimes y'all got to remember to go outside and get some air. I get it when I check the mail. So y'all, they should do that. That's literally effing weird. Just saying. Nicole says, ew, that's too much. Nicole, I agree.
Oh, it is too much. But let's talk about a family that's never too much for us and move on to this Kar Jenner tea time, because it's about that time in the show that we need to get into the Kar Jenner family. So Courtney, take it away.
Alrighty, if you guys are all set for all of the tea from behind the Kar Jenner gates, be sure to turn your volumes down for Kar Jenner tea time! Hello to everyone in the studio.
All right. We're kicking off Kar Jenner tea time with some Kim news. Kim posts on Twitter, she tweeted, quote, right now, it's okay if a police officer in California breaks the law while on the job. They cannot be sued for breaking the law. In another post, she said she wants followers to vote yes on California's Senate Bill 731 because it will make police officers accountable if they break the law. So SB 731 seeks to abolish qualified immunity for police officers. It also will implement a statewide system for revoking the license of police officers who commit serious misconduct, preventing bad cops who leave one law enforcement agency from being employed by another police agency. So Kim, of course, has been doing a lot of advocacy work recently. Do you think she should continue using her platform to promote these issues? Is it being effective? Do her fans not care? Or how do you feel about this, Courtney?
I think that some of her fans care, and I think that some of her fans don't. I'm
Yeah.
glad that Kim is using her platform. I just would like to see more people get out of prison, I guess, before I feel like, okay, Kim is that girl. You know what I mean? It's just like, all right, Kim's doing another lawyer thing. Also, did she complete all of her hours? Did she complete her program? That's all I would love to know when that is. They celebration for everything, and I just don't
Right.
remember her celebrating that. She's still a student,
I think,
apprentice.
I think she hasn't finished the program yet. Don't quote me
Mhm.
on that, but I feel like we would have seen a celebration. We would have heard about it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I don't think we
Mhm.
have at this point. We could have finished it privately and now just really diving into advocacy like this. I think she has a massive platform. It's always good to promote, um, positive things. She could be promoting a lot of negative things, which, that's another conversation. But, I think that this is urging fans to vote, promoting police reform. These are all great things to be talking about on her platform. So shout out to her. I think this is great. Let's move on to some Scott and Courtney news. So after being spotted out multiple times from dinner to a family trip over Memorial Day, many fans and outlets have speculated they're getting back together. So sources spoke to Hollywood Life saying that neither of the co-parents are in a place to get back together, nor do they think it will ever happen. Many fans have begged them to get back together in the past, citing the children as a major reason to marry. Do we think, the relationship that Scott and Courtney has is a perfect example of how to raise children while separated? And why do people still think that they need to be together? Why do you think people are so obsessed with this?
Girl, I don't know. You need to ask them because I'm not one of them people. They should have been broke up and left it alone, which they, to me, have. Um, I like them as co-parents. I don't understand why it has to go past that if it's not going to be the best situation for them or the children. You get what I'm saying? We know Scott has changed. We know Scott can only be himself around Courtney. But that's just simply not true, Alex. There can be someone else that gets to know the inner workings of Scott. I think that people are just not seeing a bigger picture. Like, sure, the other Kar Jenner women date each other's friends, mans, and men, and all of that. But I think that Scott can find someone that's not famous and live in the mountains and still see his kids. You get what I'm saying? And be
Right?
a good father. I don't think that they need together, and it's not even because the Kourtney Kardashian stands will be like, just hate Courtney, and that's not true. I don't hate anybody. I just it's very that it would not be a good situation at Chloe and Tristan. You
Right.
know, but I am on board for
Yeah.
them taking care of me, like I always have been.
Yeah. I think that people are just obsessed with the fact that like they're kind of the relationship that never was, they always were like on and off, they never got married. And I think fans are just obsessed with kind of like just seeing them officially together. However, I think that, they have done this co-parenting very well. They obviously have love for each other and they're going to continue to flirt and be sarcastic. That is both of their personalities and that's their relationship, this constant banter. But I don't know if, it'll ever be official, but people just want to see it happen for whatever reason. They want them back together. Not whatever reason. I think they have children together and, a lot of
Mhm.
fans feel that, they should be married if they're both single. But I think they're doing a great job just, surviving and coping this time. And if they want to get back together, I guess we'll just stay tuned if we'll ever see that happen. Speaking of getting back together, not necessarily back together, but maybe back to friends, because it appears that Drake is seemingly ready to end the feud with Kanye West. The two used to collab, of course, on several occasions, but have been feuding. The beef escalated in 2018 after Kanye's produced Pusha T's Infrared, which included a Drake diss, of course. So they exchanged shots and songs and on social media. Last year, Drake told Rolling Stone he had no intention to end his feud with Kanye, but that may have now changed. So it looks like Drake may have extended an olive branch to Kanye by sending him a gift. According to OVO producer Nino, so the post is now deleted. But on the producer's Instagram stories, it appears that he sent something addressed to Kanye in a black envelope that reads, "To Ye from Drake," with the OVO owl logo at the bottom left corner. So do you think that possibly Kanye's recent mental health struggles urged Drake to reconsider his position regarding the feud? Do you think this confirms that the feud is over? Because I don't necessarily think this confirms the feud is over. You know, maybe they're working on new music together. Or how do you feel about this, Courtney?
I'm annoyed that we know.
Yeah.
Whatever it is. I'm annoyed that we know, because to me it comes off like you're trying to make a spectacle out of a situation. But I can also see it as the reconciliation being as loud as the disrespect, you know.
Right.
Everyone heard the song, everyone sees this, but I just wish that we didn't know. I would have preferred for them to take a picture together and put it on Instagram and let us decipher from that or something like that.
Yeah. This is like a tease, then it was deleted. It's like there's too many layers that we just don't know what's going on, you know? But it's getting the conversation going. So maybe they're reconciling. Maybe this is good news for those that want to see Kanye and Drake friends again. But we will stay tuned.
Oh, yeah.
All right. It's that time for our OMT story of the day. Let's take a shot. Let's cheers to Selena. Basically, revealing rare beauty products, announcing it's coming out Thursday, but we don't know what's going on because the website is live, but everything is out of stock. I mean, this is just confusing. Cheers to Selena.
Bam.
All right. So get those crowns in the chat. So Selena Gomez's beauty line, Rare Beauty, it's supposed to go live on September 3rd, but an eagle-eyed fan found out the site is actually live. However, the site says everything is out of stock, as I just mentioned, but all press and Selena say that the beauty line drops on Thursday. Now, let's talk about Rare Beauty, because Selena took 2 years getting the 12 formulas. There's 100 plus shades. There's 3 tools that Rare is launching. So basically, there's 48 shades of foundation. It's a liquid touch, weightless foundation. It's like a breathable, medium to full coverage for makeup fans. I love this. This is exciting to me because, you know, you never want like a cakey foundation. This seems like very breathable. There's 48 shades of concealer, 8 shades of liquid blush. There's a dewy lip balm, which is amazing if you don't want to wear an actual like lipstick, but you want just a little colored tinted balm. She has that. 8 shades of liquid highlighter, 12 shades of matte lip cream. There's 8 shades of a brow pencil gel, as well as a primer, blotting paper, setting spray. Okay, these are some special things. So there is a shade finder for those that are wondering. You can find out your own shade. So they have like a way online where you can figure out what color you are, which is great. So there's a lot of inclusivity. And and then there's another fun thing is the Blot and Glow touch-up kit. So this is a refillable 2-in-1 compact. So that teams up with your touch-up essentials. So we all need a little blotting paper if we get a little oily, and a radiant, power-filled puff. We're out. We don't have our entire makeup case. We can still look good. So I love this 2-in-1 compact. And then get this. She has a matte liquid liner, which, you know, Selena is known for that cat eye that she does so well, and it's called Perfect Strokes. Now, anyone that uses makeup, any girls that know, like, doing that cat eye is not easy.
Mm-hmm.
So if Selena's saying that this matte liquid liner provides perfect strokes, I am down to buy that, and I want to see it work its magic because it's not easy to make a great cat eye. So when writing about her beauty line, Selena also said, quote, I didn't want to just be a celebrity attaching her name to something because that's definitely not my style. I would feel very disingenuous. So she is very excited about releasing Rare Beauty. She says the world of beauty helps with mental health. That was something she wanted to explore more of in her brand. She basically, opened up. She struggled very openly about anxiety, depression, and mental health. And she would say that therapy and the time she's taken for herself has actually just reflected everything she's releasing. So she says, and I don't know if anyone can tell or cares, but you could see the amount of happiness with what I do have and with what I'm blessed with. So she said that, a lot of her work that she's done in therapy, you will now see in her products and probably her music and everything else she does. So she seems to be in a great place, and I'm happy for her. And that was a lot, Courtney. Now, I want to hear, let's talk about Rare Beauty. We gotta break it down. Now I want to hear. Are you excited,
Okay.
Courtney?
I'm very excited. Let me tell you why. First of all, y'all know that I love a good social media event. For whatever reason, y'all keep screaming that y'all want me to find me at a social media event. 9 out of 10, I am fully beat, depending on whether I feel like effort or if I drank too much at the VIP party last night or not. Now, that you said the touch-up glow with the oil and the block, girl. Now that sounds like something that I would need, because when I'm in the lobby meeting y'all, because I have no official meet and greet, I could quickly turn my back. My friends will surround me, and I can blah 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 blah. Touch up my little highlighter, because I love a good highlighter moment, girl. And call it a day. I'm also interested in the primer. I heard the primer for people that are not really into foundation is really good. So I'm kind of curious about that primer as well. And you already know I'm gonna pick up a lip balm because we can't be walking around with no chappies, girl. What are you excited for? And Tribe, are you gonna get this Fenty or continue to support Kylie if you do? Or your favorite, whatever your makeup brand. Are you gonna switch up and try some Selena or no?
So the packaging itself is very simple. The tops of it have these like balls. It's a rare, so to speak, but so that's interesting because I feel like a lot of the celebrity lines always have these like more fancy packaging. Selena's is very simple, and I think it kind of sheds light on what she's trying to accomplish with this brand. Is just simple, very real, genuine makeup, hopefully, that everyone can wear. And so I like kind of that the packaging matches the message, so to speak, in my opinion. T-Tribe, what are you most excited for? I love, like you said, the 2-in-1 compact, very helpful. And the liquid eyeliner, I'm going to get. I love a shade finder because not everyone can find their perfect shade, so that's very helpful. There's a lot of cool things.
I'm about to Alex, do you know off the top of your head what the prices are? Because that's the question right now. Is people, can I buy some Selena? Because it's being sold at Sephora, and for some people that's a little out of their price range, and I feel that. Oh, look, y'all got Blot and Glow blotting paper refill, girl. That's only $5, y'all. Hold on, y'all.
Yeah.
Hold on, I'm about to be looking up Rare Beauty, y'all.
I think the compact's like $26, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh,
then
y'all, this is not seeing a lip cream that's only $20. Lip balm $16. Okay, y'all, this is not too.
Right. It's affordable, and I think it'll be successful. I mean, anything Selena normally puts her name to or attaches her name to becomes successful. I saw in the chat, Magdalene says concealer and foundation and lip balm she's excited for. Abigail says, I really want to try, but no shipping to the Netherlands yet. Kat says, I will try Rare Beauty. All looks and sounds high quality. Yeah, it's
I'm obsessed with
music
the price
lover
point.
It's got to be Fenty and Rare for me. Rare Beauty is also doing a lot to support mental health. Exactly. There's other benefits to this product, which only, makes you want to buy it even more. Crystal says, hopefully I can get the lip balm and eyeliner. Cindy says she's doing Selena and Fenty. Yeah.
Hey.
Actually, one of the lip glosses looked similar to Fenty, and it's one of my favorite. No shade, but it was same type of color, and I'm down for it. So I'm gonna try Rare Beauty's version of it. I'm excited.
You're making sure you buy it. That's the point for me.
So, I'm excited for Selena. And of course, this officially launches Thursday, even though you can check out some of the products online already. But it technically says sold out, which I just think that's their way of, they just haven't launched yet, so to speak.
They're giving you
a little sneak peek. But until Thursday, that is all the tea we have to spill today. Unfortunately, that is the end of the show. This was super fun, this Tequila Tuesday. Do you have any tequila left, Courtney?
Girl, look at this. Now I'm out to Ralph's or actually Miss Joe. Nasty. I mean, get me a new Patron, girl. You finish yours, girl. I'll sip. I'll do one of these, girl. Glug, 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 glug.
And on that tomorrow, same time, 8:30 Pacific Standard Time for What Wesley Say Wednesday, to bring some more tea to your screen. Of course, Courtney, let them know if they want a double dose of you. Where can they find you?
If you would like a double dose of me and even more tea, and of course to follow me on social media, you can find me at Courtney Revolution. Just type my name up top. I come right on up.
Yes, and I'm Alex Schiffman. You can follow me on all social media at Alex Schiffman. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and let us know your thoughts on Rare Beauty coming out and all the rest of the tea we spilled today. And Courtney, it's that time. I think it's little wash your hands time. What do you think?
Girl, it's definitely time. We will see you tomorrow for What Was Wednesday, 8:30 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. And now it's time to wash your hands, Leo. You better wash your hands. It's wash your hands. Scrub your hands.